One of the purpose of Tequio is to create youth leadership, to be capable to lead the Oaxaqueño people here in Ventura County, to make every member of Tequio a leader, so we can have a better community led by the youth. That's the main purpose of Tequio. The idea of Tequio started like in 2008. MICOP had a small group of youth farm workers, but they had to move because of the crowd, because of the season. So having this idea to create a youth leadership, we restarted in November of 2010 with a training of 10 youth, and since then we are working here in the community in Ventura County. Well, I think it's the ultimate goal of Tequio. It's the same as the main goal. I mean, to create leadership, to create leaders, indigenous leaders. I mean, people who really care about the people, about the community, because we don't have like people who represent our interest, or as indigenous we have like Latino people in the Congress and in the government places, but we need our people to represent us in these places, because we have different needs. So our goal is to have these people who knows the community, and we want them to be there to serve the community.
Before I joined Tequio, I think I was a shy person, very secure of myself. I didn't have the confidence to stand up in what I believe. I think I was a bit insecure in my belief, and I thought I was the only one who had the same opinions and belief that I had.
Before I joined Tequio, I was like a really shy person, timid, not social, and I was really shy to speak to other people because I was like walking, and they always made fun of me and like called me names, and that hurted me a lot.
The type of person I was a narrow-minded person. I didn't know who I really was. I was a very shy person. I didn't want to talk in front of many people, because usually I became more unaware of the things I was saying, and I wasn't really confident. Tequio means community work, but to me, it means to build a better future for ourselves as the new generation, and a better world for the people that are already here. So I think Tequio means a dream that can be reached, a dream that all the indigenous people have been dreaming for so long, like the justice and the dignity.
It means to me a lot of things. First of all, it helps me embrace who I am. It teaches us how to reach higher in our education and look farther for our goals and be proud of our race.
Well, Tequio Youth Group was one of the few groups that have had a great impact in the Oaxaca community in many ways. Well, to me, I see it as a form of community service, and that will help my people and myself. Well, there has been many events actually. But one like there's a few that actually I really have in my mind, which was when we were able to go and speak at the universities such as UCSB and Channel Islands, where we spoke about our experience. It was a bit hard to tell people what we went through, what we had to face, but it was a kind of like getting the burden off our back. And one of the most important experience that I had was when we had a conference press where we spoke about the anti-bullying proposal, and not even that, we went even further to speak at the Oxnard district and El Rio district to prohibit the words the Oaxaquita and Dito in the school district. And thanks to all the support that we got in the board members, we were able to pass the resolution in the school district.
Going to universities and giving presentations, and for example, another event that we went was to give a presentation in the Oxnard School District.
I have gone to a presentation to Channel Island University. That day I felt nervous because it was my first time with Tequio presenting, but then after that I felt more comfortable.
I've done a lot of things. For example, we've done press conference. We went to districts to talk about our problems, our life situations and everything. Also, we met a lot of people, important people from different programs.
We've done a lot of events. First of all, we went to a lot of universities, and then we did presentations, like the press conference where we presented our anti-bullying, No Me Llames Oaxaquita, and we went to I went to 2 school board meetings, and the Rio School District one and the Oxnard School District one, to propose not to call me Little Oaxacan or Indito.
Well, we have done a lot of things with Tequio. One of the few things we have done is we have established two groups in different schools. One of them was in Guanimi and Rio Mesa. Although we didn't expect the results that we got, it was still a really good achievement we done.
Before Tequio, I had an identity crisis. I didn't know who I really was. I used to think myself as a Chicano, but later on I found out myself that I wasn't really a Chicano, but I'm a Mixteco, I'm an Indigenous. I think myself as Indigenous person because my grandpa has Indigenous background, Mixteco and Nahuatl, and my dad has Tequitl, so it's kind of hard to identify myself, but I think I just rounded everything as an Indigenous person.
Well, to this point, I don't know what to consider myself, and so Tequio has inspired me to go as a life mission to go back to Mexico and talk to my grandparents, to my family, and tell them, well, what am I? Am I a Michoacano, or am I Indigenous roots, like put a picture or something? So to this point, I don't consider myself anything yet.
I didn't want to be from Oaxaca. I was rejecting it, and now Tequio has taught me to be proud of my race, and actually I'm proud of being an Indigenous Mixteco. And thanks to Tequio, that helped me a lot, and not to reject my own culture and race.
Well, thanks to Tequio, they always bring a lot of good speakers, a lot of people from the community. So they help us to see a broader world. They help us to see how the school system works, what they have learned and what research they have used. So it really helped me to see like where can I go to seek help, and have a lot of friends and that went through what I'm gonna be going through to seek for help.
It has helped me to stay motivated and academically, and to not give up, and it has also helped me with the resources by giving me more information about scholarships or more information about the AB 540 students.
Well, Tequio Youth Group has inspired me to keep going and not let anything in life stop you. For example, Emilio, the guy that came last time, he told us to plan everything and have a purpose in your life, and that's what I want to have in my life, a purpose, and not let anything stop me.
Wow, this is a hard one, because you learn everything, you learn a lot of things every single time you meet somebody. So I have learned to be a very strong person, to be courageous, to speak in what I believe, and to fight for what I believe. Because as I learned from a lot of the Mixteco students that are right now working on their masters and their PhD, that they had to believe in themselves in order to reach their goals. So I learned to believe in myself, no matter what people tell me or no matter what people say, that I'm able to reach my goal and I'm able to strive for the best and to dream. That's mainly what I learned, to dream that my dream will come true.
I learned that other people appreciate our culture and race, and they are committed to support us. They're committed to support the Tequio Youth Group.
Many people not from our community were more interested in our roots, and looking at actual Oaxaqueños not really caring about our roots. It made me feel like useless, because seeing that other people care more about my identity than actually me, it was a negative thing to learn about.
My academic goal right now is to transfer to San Luis Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, get a degree in engineering agronomy, and someday become the Ventura County Agriculture Commissioner. And my lifetime will be to go back to Mexico and relearn the old traditional indigenous way of agriculture. It really impact me how the indigenous people used to create such a agriculture that was one with nature. They didn't use a lot of pesticide or anything, but they found other way to farm. And I believe that farming and agriculture should be one with nature.
My academic goals are, for right now, is to graduate from community college and then transfer to a four-year university and graduate with a bachelor's degree in business, and be able to work for a nonprofit organization later on and help out the community.
My academic goals are to graduate from high school, then go to a college or a university. I want to go to Channel Island, and I want to become an engineer agronomy.
Academic goals are to go to a business school such as Stanford or any other, and my life goals are to go back to Mexico, help my community, help my pueblo, and as well as help my grandparents and look for my identity.
My academic goal is to graduate from high school and go to a community college. After that, I would like to go to a university to get my PhD on engineering or architecture. I would like to go to Harvard or Stanford. My life goal is to go back to my pueblo in Oaxaca and look for young youth and teach them about my own story and try to inspire them to look farther in their goals in their future.
My academic goals are barely unclear right now because I'm still undecided where to go. The sure thing I'm sure about is to attend to a 4-year college or university, and so now I'll get a bachelor's degree in engineering or something that will help me become a more socialist person, as a socialist person, and help my community in that way.